Hey guys, welcome back to InfoDruids. So this is another video about the system design. So we are going to talk about the client server architecture. So basically इसमें क्या होता है? There is a client and there is a server. So client requests something from the server. It gives some input like either it can be text or JSON or it can be image, anything it can be. And server did some processing or a manipulation on the data and give the response back to the client. So इसका एक basic example like currency conversion. Suppose client want to convert the currency from INR to US dollar. So suppose client ने INR input दिया and server is going to do some manipulation, some API call, whatever it have to do. It do that and return the response in USD. What client have requested. So ये server ने return कर दिया. So that is about the client server architecture. Now let's talk about the 2-tier, 3-tier and N-tier architecture. So basically this is known as a 2-tier architecture when there are two components. So and there can be 3-tier architecture when the server is interacting with the DB also. When client is requesting something from the server is doing third-party API call or a DB call. So this is known as a 3-tier architecture. Suppose I have introduced some caching over here and some third-party cloud API call, and there is a API call here also. Some manipulation is happening. We introduce the caching also for the faster retrieval of the data. It can be go beyond also. There can be queuing system also here in the backend. So this is known as an N-tier architecture. So now let's talk about some real example of the client server architecture. Suppose you go to the google.com and you search for the system design. So what happened here? You given some input at this place and Google server is going to fetch the data from the database or make some third-party API call, whatever you have to do, and give you the response back. So this is the real life example of the client server architecture. Also the email system that we are using every day, that is also client server architecture. So that's all about the client server architecture. I hope you get the basic idea of the client server architecture, what it is, how it works, what is a 2-tier, 3-tier and N-tier architecture. From now I will be going more deeper into the system design for like scaling, horizontal scaling, vertical scaling, caching, distributed system, all those things I will be going step by step more deeper. So be ready for that. Subscribe to InfoDruids.